Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our virtual prize distribution. In my report 3 years ago, I made reference to the cancellation of a formal speech day in 1915 as a result of World War I. And I'm certain that none of us then could have foreseen nor predicted the circumstances in which the Ballymena Academy prize distribution would befall a similar fate in 2020. It's the first and hopefully the only time that we'll have to hold our celebration of achievement without meeting face to face. But this should not in any way take away from the outstanding achievements of the young people whom we recognise and congratulate today. Whether it be in person or online, Prize Day is still an occasion within our school calendar in which we can take time to reflect, to celebrate the achievements of this school and its young people, and to pay heartfelt tribute to those who are responsible for the outstanding work which has gone on day in and day out in Ballymena Academy, both in and out of lockdown. We're blessed in the Academy to have a community of people who go the extra mile. Parents, governors, support staff and teaching staff, all making good things happen for our young people, sometimes without them even knowing it. It's only proper to convey appreciation to each of them for willing sacrifice of time and for the unfailing support for our pupils. Any analysis of our examination results, which can be accessed in our annual report, would show that we continue to live up to our commitment of inspiring learning and achievement, with the results of 2020 exceeding those of 2019, which had placed us within the top 10 in Northern Ireland in the Sunday Times Good School Guide. These outcomes at GCSE and A-Level provide incontrovertible proof that virtually all of our young people are enabled to achieve at a high level, with the very able also realising their exceptional potential. As it has been in its distinguished history, Ballymena Academy, despite a focus on academic excellence, is about much more than splendid examination results. Our aim of caring for the individual emphasises the importance we place on personal development, relationships, and our co-curricular programme, which provides experiences and levels of participation rarely found in other schools. While it isn't possible for all our pupils to be individually recognised on Prize Day, we are very proud of all our young people and their achievements. There are challenges in educating over 1,200 11 to 18-year-olds, but our pupils want to succeed. And my interactions with them are, with the rare exception, very enjoyable, encountering young people who are a pleasure to work with and talk to. Our commitment is to care for each one and to inspire their learning and achievement. Despite lockdown, there have been many successes throughout the year across all aspects of school life: music, drama, sport, STEM, to name but a few. And while time constraints prevent us from hearing about them all today, they're detailed within the braid and on our website. In concluding this report, it's perhaps remarkable in the current climate that the success of the school continues unabated. On a daily basis, I continue to be astounded by the accomplishments of our pupils and humbled by the teachers who provide the climate for such excellence to prosper. Bernice Johnson Reagan once said, "Life's challenges are not supposed to paralyse you. They're supposed to help you discover who you are." We have had many challenges thrown at us over the past year, but we have certainly not been paralysed. Indeed, the challenges have reinvigorated us in our passion to our commitment to pursue excellence through espousing our vision that Ballymena Academy cares for the individual and inspires learning and achievement. Please be assured that no matter what is thrown at us, we remain steadfast in our purpose to provide the very best educational opportunities for our pupils, the bright young people in Ballymena Academy today who will become the leaders of tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Cochrane, the head boy here at Ballymena Academy.
Hi, I'm Alice Rogers, the head girl at Ballymena Academy.
This year, our guest speaker was due to be Robin Swan, former pupil and the current Health Minister. We wish to pay tribute to Mr Swan for his leadership throughout the pandemic, and we look forward to welcoming him back to his old school for next year's Prize Day.
As we are unable to gather together to celebrate our prize winners, we are going to let the Chamber Choir do that for us. The Chair of our Board of Governors, Dr. David Johnson, will then conclude our prize ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, pupils, I am delighted to give you all a warm welcome to the Ballymena Academy Prize Distribution 2020. To say that it is somewhat different this year would be an understatement. So much has changed since our last prize day. It is ironic to think that our guest speaker on that occasion was Liz Grant, who is the Professor of Global Health at Edinburgh University. Since then, we have all become minor experts in global health, epidemiology, and the control of infections. While this is an event to primarily celebrate the academic success of our pupils, I do also want to pay tribute to and congratulate every pupil on their flexibility and resilience in coping with recent events. As a Board of Governors, we continue to hear very positive reports of pupils working as a community to ensure the health and well-being of everyone. And of course, we are regularly informed of the ongoing exceptional pupil achievements which continue unabated. This year, above all years, I must acknowledge and sincerely thank Mr. Black and all the staff, whatever their role, who have done so much to try and mitigate the effects of the pandemic on our pupils. The reordering of the school estate and management, the advent of Google Classroom and online learning, the complete reorganisation of the exam system, and the need for centre assessment grades and rank orders were each mammoth tasks. However, everything was responded to with typical determination, enthusiasm, and good sense. We are greatly indebted to everyone involved, and we thank each of you for your superb efforts. I would also particularly thank Mrs. Julie Connor, who was snatched from the jaws of retirement and instead stayed on to help during these last months. I congratulate Mr. Richard Ross on his appointment as Deputy Principal and Mr. Tom McLeister and Mr. Neil Patterson on their appointments as Vice Principals. It was with much sadness that we learned of the death of Mr. Clive Jackson in May. Clive was a highly respected member of staff for 30 years, and at the time of his death he was also a member of the Board of Governors. We extend our sympathy to his wife Jenny, his son Adam, and his family circle. The work of the Board of Governors has continued in one way or another during the last year, whether by the now ubiquitous Zoom, socially distanced meetings, or small subcommittees. I would record my sincere thanks to the members of the Board for their understanding, support and flexibility as we tried to navigate the various processes necessary to maintain good governance and plan for recovery, or the so-called new normal, whatever that might be. As ever, funding remains a major concern which will no doubt loom large once again in the post-pandemic world. So as I conclude, I thank everyone associated with the Ballymena Academy for all that has been done to see us through such unprecedented times, and I congratulate every pupil on all that every one of you have achieved. The response of so many and the continued excellence of Ballymena Academy has been a real source of inspiration and great hope for the future. And in the words of Admiral William McRaven, the only thing more contagious than a virus is hope.